What's going on? So, football ain't the only thing going on in Arizona. Apparently, in Arizona, they trying to mess with the voting rights. See, I would tell you this to Joe Biden and anybody else. If you are going to come at black folks to take your suspect vaccine, and I still am leery about that, why don't you see to it that if you so want to reach out to the black community so much about taking the vaccine, what about ensuring that the rights of votes are still protected? There is this not so secret society going down that's trying to restrict and roll back black votes. I'm not talking about other minorities, I'm talking about black votes, because that's what it's usually going to come down to. Obviously, you got to keep your eyes on this. And they're going to pass a kind of language that they can do what they want. That's what Trump's agenda was when he lost. He was trying to get stuff flipped to say that what you put down didn't count. So my thing is this: if they're reaching out so much to pimp the vaccine, why don't they in exchange say, well, if you take our shot, we'll keep your rights? Because big picture, if people who've been allowed to vote since 1965, and I'm saying this, we're talking only over 50 years. See, when you talk about institutionalized racism, systematic racism, people got to understand it's only been over 50 years that black folks have been able to vote in this country. Let that sink in for a moment. Please let that sink in for a moment. Because some people just don't understand the gains that haven't been around that long. So what they're trying to do in some places is trying to legislate something to take away the vote. And it's going to be very interesting what they're working on. Because it may not benefit somebody like Trump, but it could be somebody down the line who has similar ideologies as he does to try to manipulate the situation and say, hey, we don't want to. When you watch CNN, they do those bar graphs. They break down counties, regions, etc. Well, they always mention race. And it ain't by accident. Everybody knows where certain sectors is. It's like when you mention D.C. You ever notice how D.C. gets taken off the table with quickness? Because D.C. is considered chocolate city. And 95% 5, your behind don't have a chance. But if they get to flip this script, they could try to condense it. So it's important to know what's going on. So anyway, this is my video today about how some states, especially like Arizona, are trying to take away the black vote. I said they should make a exchange. I said they want to pimp the vaccine. Why don't they push the agenda about you and maintaining your voting rights? But there's an agenda at work here. Keep your eyes on. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And please subscribe, hit them replies. I welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. And watch out for another. And there is definitely an agenda. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it.